Hello students, in last class we have studied about constituents of and basic constituents of food. We have studied about carbohydrates and fats. Today we are going to start next basic constituent of food, and that is protein. First of all, the name protein was coined by scientist Bergelius in 1838. In 1838, chemically proteins are polymer of molecular units called as amino acids. So we can say proteins made up of many units of amino acids. Means protein made up of many units of amino acids. The amino acids are linked together by a peptide bond. So protein is a series of amino acids in which amino acids linked by linked by a peptide. There are about 20 amino acids that take part in the formation of proteins. The 20 amino acids are further divided into two groups. So there are total number of amino acids present in proteins in number 20. So 20 different type of amino acid protein present in our body, to which proteins are made. So we can say kinds of amino acids that take part in the formation of Now 20 amino acids are further divided into two groups. And they are essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. Essential amino acids are those amino acids. They are not synthesized in a human body and are obtained from food, so they are called as essential amino acids. It means they are not synthesized, they are not formed inside the body, and we have to obtain them from external sources like food. And when we talk about non-essential amino acids, so non-essential amino acids are those amino acids which are synthesized inside the body. So there is no need to obtain them from external sources. So they are termed as non-essential amino acids. Number of essential amino acids, they are 10 in number. Whereas non-essential amino acids are also 10 in number. For example for essential amino acid, methionine, leucine, tryptophan, they are the example of essential amino acid. Now example of non-essential amino acid: alanine, asparagine, aspartic acid, glutamine and glutamic acid, so it is all about essential types of amino acid, essential amino acid and non-essential amino acid. Now sources of protein, and before this one have a look on structure of amino acid. As we all know, amino acids is a organic compound and made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. So it's a structure of one molecule of amino acid in which this is a carboxylic group. This one is a amino group. It's a structure of one molecule of amino acid. And when we talk about protein, so in protein is a series of amino acid in which between two amino acid a bond is present, and this bond called as peptide bond. So now have a look on structure of peptide bond present between two amino acid, and we can say how a peptide bond is formed. So peptide bond present between two amino acid. First we are going to draw structure of two amino acid. Now when two amino acid reacts, one molecule of water is released. One molecule of H2O is released and a bond will be made, which is called as, a bond will be formed which is called as peptide bond. So we can say peptide bond is going to form between carbon of one amino acid, or we can say between carbon of carboxylic of one amino acid and between nitrogen of amino group of other amino acid. So after reaction, structure will be this is the structure of peptide bond. This is the structure of two amino acid in which a peptide bond is present, and it is a whole reaction in which formation of a peptide bond is occurred. So we can say this bond called as peptide bond. So peptide bond present between carboxylic carbon of carboxylic group of one amino acid and nitrogen of amino group of other amino. Now after this, next is sources of protein. Now sources of proteins there are many various kind of sources of protein: pulses, pea, beans, nuts, cheese, milk. All provides us protein. Now biological significance of protein. First significance, they act as a structural component of cell. Structural component means they are essential for they are present in plasma membrane as a main component of membrane. So they are called as we can say they act as a structural component of cell in plasma membrane. And in plasma membrane, two type of protein present. Plasma membrane is made up of bilayer of lipid and protein. And in plasma membrane, two types of protein present, and they are extrinsic protein and intrinsic protein. Next, biological significance of protein is they are essential for growth and repair of the body. They help to catalyze various reactions occurring in our body. They play important role as hormones, antibodies, etc. All the enzymes are made up of protein. Or we can say enzymes in chemical nature, all enzymes are protein. Hemoglobin is a respiratory pigment. It is present in animals. Animals' respiratory pigment, and it is made up of a part of protein which is called as globin, and next part is heme. Heme is a pigment. So hemoglobin respiratory pigment made up of two parts. One is heme. Heme is a pigment, and other part is a globin, and globin is a so it is all about proteins. So proteins are very necessary and for our body for growth and development, and many other enzymes are made up of proteins. So proteins also responsible or participate in our metabolic reaction. So protein is a basic constituent of food, and presence of protein is must in our balanced diet. Next is after protein, next basic constituent is minerals, and about minerals we will study